everybody. Welcome to the Lavalais and Ella Live Show. I'm your host, Lavalais, and my co-host back with me is.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ella Isaac, and happy Friday, everybody. It's good to be here. I see you all checking in. We love to see all of that. Mona Lisa representing Chicago. Welcome to the Lavalais and Ella Live Show.
All right. That also goes out to Miss Fern and Miss Pamela. Good.
Yes. Hello,
Fern's
guys.
always in the house. I love Fern. She's just.
We just love the fact that you're always here, always saying hi and chilling with us, and following the show. We love it. We're feeling really smooth today. So, hey, we hello Sharon from family, real family, right?
That's cousin. Yeah. That's cousin there. So cousin is in the house.
All
I don't
right.
know if that's my cousin from Pontiac or the one from Tennessee. So I think she's from Pontiac also.
Okay. Any more guys checking in? As we move through the first part of our show, we always love to say hi to everyone. Anybody that is on YouTube, we can see all of you. So please just check in and say hi. We would love that.
Yeah, special shout out from me to Mona Lisa. Glad to have you aboard. I'm sure you're getting ready for the chilly night there in Chicago. I guess getting a little chilly there now. So uh, we'll keep you warm. How about that?
Okay. Gonna say a hi to Fran from Baltimore. Fran's Organic Body Care from Baltimore. Hello, Fran.
Yeah,
Thank you for checking in.
I'm wondering if that's wow. I was trying to think of someone Nagong from the Baltimore area, and that I go way back when. I just can't come up with her name right now, but I did. It's a family from Africa that I've been knowing for a long, long time, and so maybe that's who it is in the house with us tonight.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Please let us know if he's referencing that. Let us know whether that's someone that Lavalais has known for quite a while. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it sure would be because I did see their dad in at the African festival in Chicago, but I haven't seen their mom in a long, long, long time. And they have a really an exquisite family. I love, they've all their kids have sent all their kids to college. So, but they've always, been traders, and I've known them for a long time as traders. So maybe
And
it is.
I think there we go.
She said yes.
She said, Fran said yes. Doors to Africa. There you go.
All right. All right.
Okay. Good memory. Good memory. Mona Lisa is saying that it's 70s in Chicago. It is warm here in Philadelphia too. So it doesn't quite feel like fall, even though the leaves are falling and we've got this beautiful fall looking border around our show. I would like it to get a little bit colder. Cold weather is good for hat sales, definitely. But I'm enjoying the 70s as well.
Yeah, it's warm down here, and I'm getting to enjoy that particular thing because normally during the whole summer, I never get a chance to really deal with stones or and I've collected quite a few stones from my journeys to the gym show in Tucson, Arizona. Every year, I go to the gym show and I collect stones in the raw shape, and I bought all the equipment to cut them and shape them and do all of that stuff. But I never ever have the time to do that. In the summer, you're always doing the shows. And then in the wintertime, it's so damn cold that I can't do it because the water. I set it up so that it's outside, so the water becomes too cold, and standing out in the winter is just like it makes it not very pleasing. So I don't do very much of it that time because, like I said, the water is cold. You
Okay.
got to deal with water.
So
So
you so you're saying like this is the perfect time of year to do that?
oh yeah, I've been doing that for like 5 days in a row. I started fooling around with the crystals and stuff and stones, and I've been doing it for like 5 days in a row, and I feel really, really good about it.
Okay. Okay. I know you've got some great pieces to show us a little bit later on, so I'm looking forward to seeing those. And I know you've got a little something special going on for later as well.
Yeah, I got some. I've been working with some stones, and I'm getting interested in the stones and their properties and what they do and what they do for you. So so I'm interested in trying to figure out a way in which to make them work for me with bamboo. So it's a combination thing that I'm looking for. So I've been working on that,
Yeah,
and
I think that's something that's maybe in our community is known, but not it's not very widespreadly known that the properties of the stones are all very important for memory or balance or different health issues. And I had a book once that I would refer to, and I know there's a book that a lot of the jewelers refer to as far as the property. Well, everyone has different ones that they refer to for the properties of the gemstones. And so I'm interested to hear what you have to say about some of the pieces that you're going to show.
yeah, yeah. Before medicine, that's all they had were
Yeah.
stones. So there were many, 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 many years way before medicine came along, when stones were the clue to everything, and that was the healing properties of those particular stones that would help you. So, and then there's been so many new finds of stones, and then you got so it's really an interesting thing to get into. I'm trying to not avoid studying the whole thing to understand it. I just like the beauty of it, and creating a nice image in the stones now, because each stone when you start out it's just as rough as can be, and it really you have to bring the beauty of that particular stone out. So
Mm.
it's really really nice little thing to get into if you're into stones.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Not only are you crafting the piece, you're also now you're becoming aware of the energy of the piece as well. So that trying to put them together, hand in hand. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's interesting. It's been an interesting little process, and later on, when I show my pieces later on, I'm hoping that you family will reach out and help me a little bit, because I've been working on this project for some time, and now it seems to start becoming together. But I kind of want to do some of Ella's thing. I don't just want to have a piece. I want to name that piece. I want I want I want that piece to have a name. I want it to be. I want it to, not only just because it means this or it has this thing will do this, but I believe that these pieces deserve a name, and that's not my forte. I'm not great at that, so I'm gonna reach out to some help. I have a big family here to help me. So when I show my pieces later on, we're going to be going into a name thing. I want you to think about
Yeah.
naming.
I think that's kind of exciting. Like, okay, we're gonna get to help Lavalais name some pieces and see whether he likes any of the names because it's his final say. So, but yeah, that's something for a little bit later on. We have a few more people that have checked in. We've got Robin from Midland, Texas. Hey, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
Yeah. And also from New York, we've got Mel Mel checking in, another great jeweler out there. So thanks for checking into the show.
Yeah, so we missed you last week, Ella. You were off to England, I presume, right?
Yeah, it was a rush trip to England. I went to check on my family. I kind of knew that it was coming up, but it was this a quick rush over there to check on a couple of family members actually. But all is well. Everybody is in good health. And like I said, it was a whirlwind trip, and I got to miss you guys on Friday. And I missed Poncho, unfortunately, but I heard it was an excellent show. So yeah, I'm back. I got back a couple of days ago, and jumping right into things with getting ready for the holiday season, which is coming up rapidly. It really is. And also to let you know, we have our Black Friday show coming up the end of the month. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and if you're an artist out there looking to be able to show your work, please come on, contact us, and get you an hour on our show to join into the BAM family so that you can show your pieces. All right. So we
Yeah,
look
how you
forward to it.
contact us? You can contact us through Facebook. If you're watching us now, just send us a DM, or you can email us at blackartistmarketplace@gmail.com. You can also go to our website. I think you can also check us out through there. And also, just don't forget, we're also on Instagram. Make sure you go and follow and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Black Artist Marketplace. Click that notification bell so that you know when we're coming on, and also give us a thumbs up on our videos. It also helps us with our numbers and the algorithms and all of that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so Ella won't be showing this week, but you can also go to her website, right, Ella?
That's right. Yeah, because I've been away, I really haven't had time to put together some pieces for you. But please go to my website, lipshats.com. Check out what's on there. You can use Afterpay, PayPal, ShopPay, all those different ways of getting your favorite hat to you now, and you pay over a period of time. There we go. My information's on the bottom of the screen. I also have a few pieces on the Black Artist Marketplace website as well, so go check that out. Tonight it's all about Lavalais.
Yeah, but I'm liking your fedoras, so I can't wait for you to come back out with them fedoras that you've been working on. I kind of, all right,
Okay, all right. I'll have
looking
to get a
forward to
piece to
that.
you.
I like the
Yeah.
big wide brim hats.
Okay, I'll show some pieces next week for sure.
Yeah, yeah, with some style on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
I actually
Uh,
forgot any birthdays out there. Please let us know. Any birthdays? We are in Scorpio season. So, yeah. Any Scorps out there or family members, we'd love to wish them all a happy birthday.
yes, indeed. All right.
All right. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to show, and then we can comment and flow on from there.
Okay, well, I guess I'm ready to go ahead on and do that. That's kind of that's kind of like holding out a little bit more. But see, somebody said that their birthday is Enola
Oh
from.
yes, hey Eniola, she is in okay. She's in the DC, Maryland area, I do believe. So her birthday is November 10th. That's coming up. Happy birthday
Eniola
next week.
Mo. That is that her? Is that how you say her name? Eniola
Eniola.
Mo.
Yes, she is DC. The last time I saw her, I think, was last year in DC. I was there. So yes, nice to
Okay.
see you. Okay, any more birthdays? We're here watching and waiting.
Fran's birthday is coming up on the 19th. I don't know if you missed our last show, but I did expose a little bit about her birthday plan. She has a birthday plan. She's going to be at Princess. she's going to do the Prince tour in Minneapolis.
Oh, that's right. Yes, right. I remember. I was pretty jealous about that. Like, and I
Yeah,
even thought, oh, I might want to do that next year myself. You must let us know how it is, whether it's worth going to, because I was a huge fan and still am of Prince, definitely. Someone that I
yeah,
grew up with.
yeah. She's going to deck out in her purple. You know.
All right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more birthdays, guys? There's got to be more Scorpios out there. There must be. I seem to know a lot of Scorpios. But okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Lavalais, it's your turn.
Yeah, no, I got some more to say. So, you know, we'll keep you going for a minute more before I show my work. Because we don't have a guest on this week, but we do have a guest coming on next week. Next week we're going to have Robbie. Robbie's promised me he's going to be on. He's going to be our guest next week. So we're going to have artwear or art. What is it? Artwear by Robbie with
Yes.
some of his leather works. So
Yes.
he hasn't been on our show in quite a long time. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he's been up to.
Yeah, for sure. He hasn't been on, I think, like you said, in maybe a year. And so, yeah, and I've not seen him since New Orleans in May. So it'll be nice to see him and chat with him and, yeah, get a feeling of what he's been up to. Hopefully, he's bringing some pieces to show us.
Yeah, I think he is. He said, you know, I was trying to get him on this week, but he said he needed to get the cameras and the lights and all the stuff together to make sure he does the presentation right. You know how he is. And I was like, okay, I can wait.
I understand.
All right, guys. So now I'm going to take over for a minute. All right. Rosie Richardson. What's that about, cuz? I don't know Rosie.
I think she's tagging the person to watch the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was all right. So I thought that this afternoon I had a moment, so I have a little small video of some of the hair things that I do. Lately, I've been having a lot of requests for my hair items. So one person, even in my own hometown, ordered them through online. So I was like, oh wow, that's really interesting because nobody ever, you know, I mean, I do get orders from other places, usually from Philadelphia and DC and Virginia, you know, that area, or Chicago and areas like that. They all know me for my hair things, which I've been doing for some time. I make lock ties, I make slip-on hair things. So I'm going to show you a little bit about that before then I got some other interesting things that I've been working on first of all. So here's my little video that shows a little bit about how to put beads onto your hair. I developed this method through working on one of my bracelets. It required pulling something through something, and I figured it out that I could use the fishing line to actually pull the bead that I made up onto the hair. So I know now that they have some kinds of inventions and all that stuff. When you go to the beauty store, you can buy all of those kinds of things. But as you can see, if you just take a fishing line and, you know, use it like a needle, and then you can just like pull the hair down through whatever hole there is in the hair, or I mean in the bead. You have to have a bead with a hole in it. That is the only thing. And as you can see, she also has the little cowrie shell on her hair that I cut special. And here's one of my lock ties, and this is a cowrie lock tie. It's a double cowrie lock tie, so it has two cowries on it. But you put it on your ponytail, it holds your ponytail in place, or you can put it up on top of your head. I don't have enough time to style this a lot of different directions, but you can use this. You can use this thing to style your hair in a lot of different directions. And also, my friend Fern sent me something that I had totally forgot about, which was this particular sterling silver piece that I make. Uh, I make this particular piece. It goes. It's also a. I don't have a name for it. I call it a latte, but it was. I thought about of a way in which ships use to tie lines, and I was able to figure out how I could use the elastic in the silver piece in order to hold the hair together. So, so I made this thing that sort of hooks around, and you can get it in silver. You can get it in nickel silver. It can be in brass. So those are the options that I make this particular piece in. I've also made one or two in bamboo, but they're very hard for me to make to do the bamboo and the metal together and stuff. But and it's time consuming, and I just haven't had that kind of time lately to be able to put those kinds of things together. But I did show you the process of being able to put beads on your hair. So these are some of the beads that you can put on your hair. It's bamboo beads. So my number 10, I think, is what it is, Zeke. It's what number 10? Yeah, there's number 10. And these are bamboo beads that I make, all different kinds of sizes. And you can always widen the bead if you need it to be wider. Or you can, if you have little tiny braids and the hole is too big, you can always put two together and pull it up onto your hair. So you can always, if you want to adorn your hair and anything, you can adorn your hair in these bamboo beads. Okay, so BAM number 11. Now these are my cowrie shells. I figured out a way of cutting the backs so that they too would slide onto my hair. Um, One of the things in figuring this particular little item out was that I found out eventually that I didn't know it at the time, but you can also use this as a button. It's just really it's no more than a button because you can just sew or tie something around it. And so I sell these on my website. They are available on my website, and I think they sell for like 50 cents a piece, or you get 10 of them for so much. So if you're interested in anything like these little adornments that go on your hair, just go to my website, which is www.bamboozlejewelry.com. Okay, now BAM number 12. I think number 12, this is the piece that I showed that I make. So it's a special order piece. I'm just not going to make 100 of them because I don't do that. But they are made out of sterling silver, and it's elastic, and you can always, because elastic. And if you have oils in your hair and you use a lot of oils in your hair, eventually the elastic will take on the oil. So, and you need to change the elastic. So with this particular one, the elastic can be changed very easily. It's not a problem. It just pulls in and out and holds your hair in place. And BAM number 13, is that the next one? The next one is with an Adinkra symbol. So you can have either a mask symbol on it or a Adinkra symbol or an Ankh or something like that. Any one of those kinds of items. If you're interested in having this particular item for your hair, it can be made, like I said, can be made in sterling silver, nickel silver, and brass. So you have your options. I don't do gold. I don't, because I'm not casting these. These are all metal forged. Okay, so thank you, Ether. Glad you're here. So all of these are available on the website. You can go to the website www.bamboozlejewelry.com. Okay, so now let's see, BAM number 14. Okay. Like I said earlier in the show, if you weren't in the beginning, this is something I've been working on. It contains three elements that I really like, Trying to make bamboo work with other elements has really been a quest for me, because as a jeweler, one's wood and one's metal. So I've figured out a way in which most of the times I can make like the rings, or I can make pendants. But now I've tried to add something to that particular process. And like I said, at first it was nothing but bamboo, and then it became bamboo and silver. And so now I'm adding something additional to that. I'm adding stone. And this is like a rose quartz stone. It has a very high energy. It's beneficial to you in a physical sense and in a mental sense. It does things for you. The bamboo has also been a staple of the earth and of people for a very long time. I mean, it has its own healing properties associated with it and within the blood vessels, and also the silver. So these three elements together, they 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 have a metaphysical purpose. They have just a beauty purpose. So I'm sort of searching for names for these particular items. And if you're interested in this item and you want to name this item, I'll give you 25%. No, I'm sorry, 10% off. It's $225. So, and I'll give you 10% off of the cost of this item. These are one of a kind items. I mean, I'm the only one that I found this new thing, and I hope all of you guys are very, very aware of this. I don't know if you can, especially for the artists out here. I don't know if you use Google Picture, but if you've never used Google Picture to search, you should use Google Picture sometime to search for things. It's a new thing that's on Google, and it allows you to search by pictures. So you can actually take a photograph of something, and then Google will show you as many things as possible that look like that particular thing, with the price of it, and who made it, and so forth and so on. So I've had little success in identifying. I mean, I can identify the stone, I can identify the bamboo, but in terms of having a piece like this, there's no other pieces that are like this. So I think that's very nice and very um, like I said, one of a kind pieces, and I'm interested in making more of them and the stones that go with them. So again, this was band number 14, and it is rose quartz. um, oh, I got you, Fern. Oh, you want to eye assemble for your hair thing? I got you. That's an easy one. I got you. I got you. Yeah. There we go. So this is the rose quartz, and I'm going to look at my notes just for you for a second, because I did copy a little bit of notes down about these stones. And rose quartz is known as a stone of gentle love. Rose quartz brings peace and calm to relationships. Excellent for healing emotional wounds, removing negativity, and restoring harmony after conflict, and promotes appreciation of the arts. So this piece, however you want to name it, if you got a name for it, you like it, make it yours, okay? One of Ellis' sayings, make it yours. All right. Okay, let's go on to band number 15. Now, this is the piece I have on tonight. I have the clear crystal quartz on, and it's crystal I'm sorry, forgive me. Crystal quartz with bamboo and sterling silver also. And the crystal quartz is about it is referenced to a powerful crystal with a restorative and amplifying. One of clear quartz's benefits is enhancing mental clarity It can help with emotional stability, and it's popular in meditation and restorative work. Okay, so that's with the clear quartz piece. And again, I'm looking for a name for these particular pieces, and they sell for $225, all one of a kind pieces. All right. Bam number 16, we have the amethyst, and the amethyst relieves stress, and calms the emotional clarity and thought and assist in attaining wisdom. So those are the benefits of some of the stone associated with amethysts. Okay, so make this your piece. It's amethyst and bamboo and sterling silver. Bamboo has been considered for its miraculous properties. It affects the spiritual healing, and it also removes negative energies. Okay, so that's what bamboo does for you. All right, so you got the bamboo, you got the sterling silver, and you got the amethyst. And again, $225. Bam number 16. Bam number 17. This is, again, bamboo, sterling silver, and amber. And as you know, amber is about lifeblood of ancient trees. I mean, it's a different gemstone than most gemstones that are found by the river or found in the mountains. This one is a manifestation of trees. That's where amber comes from. So the stone is, and it takes millions of years in order to create this particular stone. So it awakens our sacral chakra and gives us the tools and empowering vibrations we need to heal ourselves fully. And that's BAM number 17. Okay, so I've shown you these 4 pieces, I think, right? So we're looking for names. All right.
Some names came to me as I was looking at them, especially that crystal quartz. It's simple. It's clarity. That's what I would call it. But some of the others, yeah, guys, come up with a name that speaks to you, or you feel it when you were looking at the piece. That's how I name the hats. So yeah, any names. Throw some out there.
Yeah. Come on, help me out, help a brother. Like I said, help a brother out. I'm not that good at the naming thing, so I'm trying to. Mel likes the clarity too.
She's on the same page as me, like clarity. Yeah, I guess because of it's a crystal quartz and it's clear and it's I loved hearing all the properties actually. I almost feel like of all the pieces that I have in jewelry, I want to go get a book and learn more about what I'm actually wearing. Definitely.
Yeah, because you have to think about each stone has its own properties, its own healing properties, and so it affects you,
Yeah.
So we need to. I like the one love. Come on, we down with that. For the rose quartz, yeah, Bob Marley too. I'm definitely down with that.
Oh, okay. I like the Bob Marley reference. Yes.
But see, it's the trend that I like even more, because it's like I can see that, these things they say something to you, they talk to you, they mean something to you when you have them. So, it's an appreciative thing.
Yeah. and it's energetic as well. I see Pamela came up with a name as well. Serenity. Pamela, which one was that for? Which piece? Was that the crystal quartz, the amethyst, the amber? Which one? Let us know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, because we're sort of in the same realm here, like that.
yeah.
Yeah, the pink,
The
the
rose.
rose quartz.
Okay. Okay. I like that name too.
Yeah.
Okay. Mel says amber. Are you saying amber equals protection, or that should be the name, protection for the amber one? Let us know, Mel. And these are all special pieces to you, aren't they? They're kind of new to you. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
see, I'm sorry.
They're all new to you, these pieces, so they're kind of special to you right now.
Yeah, because I've been working with bamboo the whole time, and I started dealing with the stones in order to understand a little bit more about how to make a ring and how to make a bracelet and then that stuff. So I got caught up into making rings and bracelets and things. But it's not really what I really wanted to do. I really wanted to make the bamboo work in places with those particular things. I really had to make the bamboo work with silver, like I said, with the metal, whether or not it be silver or brass or whatever. I needed some kind of way to make it work and to figure out a way to put them together. You can't just solder bamboo, you know what I mean? So it becomes a whole different thing. And so I've been working on that for a long time. And now I think I have a feel for how to make those things come together. And like I said, I've been studying the stones, or I've been picking up the stones. And so I have all the stones. And so now I can figure out how to put the stones along with the bamboo and the sterling silver to make some kind of combination of something that really has a little bit more meaning to it than just a piece of bamboo. So.
Okay. Now, I have to ask, where does your fondness of bamboo come from? You're the only one I know that works with it, and you're known for it.
Yeah, yeah, it was sort of a it's an odd story because I had a big studio in New York City, you know, and all these kids would come to my studio with my son after school. They all went out to Brooklyn Tech. Excuse me. So in the evening, they would all come to the studio, shoot pool and play games. I had all kinds of stuff and it was a big space. And my son would usually have the room way up in the front. So and then when he was in high school, they started smoking blunts. They were turned on to blunt smokers because that's what was happening in New York City at the time. So okay, so and I didn't want to harass them about that, but I said, okay, so they were smoking it, and then they had they would always have residue left, and I was like, well, in my day when we smoked pot, we had all kinds of paraphernalia. There's just paraphernalia for days for smoking pot, and but there was no paraphernalia for smoking blunts. So okay, so I said, okay, I'm gonna think about that and I'm gonna figure out some way to make something that you can do that with. And one of my adventures out to LA to do one of my photography jobs, I was at Floyd's house and Floyd had this piece of bamboo on his window. And I was like, I saw that hole in the bamboo. I was like, oh, I think I could use this. I said, I think I can make something that you could just put the blunt into and then you smoke that on the other end. So in other words, so I created what was in this blunt pipe and I would cut the end off and make it big in the inside. And so then all my friends started asking me for different kinds of pipes, different things with bamboo, and then I would make different designs on it by burning on it or putting a marijuana leaf stamp onto it or some kind of way. I would always change the thing from just being regular bamboo. And so that was something that I came up with, and I started making money on doing that. So then I started like doing a lot of Bob Marley shows all across the country. And then I started making more different things with the bamboo, necklaces and bracelets and so forth and so on.
Okay.
And then I had an idea for the earring, which is the ear spear, which was the stick through my ear. So I created, when I did that and made the ear spear and did all of that. When that's so my business became bamboo, and the ear spear. So I started doing, I met you at one of the big shows, I think,
Yeah.
wholesale shows. I used to wholesale my products, all the bamboo products that I would make, like, but that was just, when you get into something like that, I'm sure you found out the same thing with your hats, is that these guys just rip you off because they got more money than you and they can afford to come in and see what you do, go back home and make 100,000 of whatever it is that you do. And I found that somebody did that to me with one of my bamboo beads, where they actually took the bamboo bead and took it to China and then tried to reproduce it. And, so that kind of pissed me off, excuse my English. But so I said, okay, no more, no more wholesale. And so that's how I started doing the bamboo, and everything that I was doing was with the bamboo. And so then I eventually graduated to, like I said, the bamboo, and then it was sterling silver. How do you make something out of sterling silver? So then I studied at 96th Street Y to figure out how to make jewelry out of metal. And then I had my friends around me, which were like Foots and Sekou and Floyd. They were all jewelers. They were all jewelers. So I was easy to ask them, how do you do this or
Okay.
what you do,
Yeah, I always wondered how you definitely stand out with the bamboo, and where that came from, the roots of those ideas. So, nice story. Loved it.
Oh, no.
Oh, we have a couple more. I guess go to say hello to Atiana. Okay, there's different names here. Uh, Robin, she loves the purple lavender blue. I'm glad you love your hat, Robin. So Sharon is saying the name can be TikTok quartz. TikTok quartz. TikTok. Is that what you're saying? Interesting name.
TikTok quartz. Huh?
TikTok quartz. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Does that
Well, TikTok is always that thing that you already have something going with, I think. I mean, it's always
kind of, sort of,
I sort of, when I relate to TikTok, I think it's the app that I relate to more so than anything else. I don't know.
Okay. And then we have Mel saying the amethyst should be called Flow.
That's cool.
Like that. Okay.
That's cool. Mel's good at the naming thing, huh?
Yeah, she is. She is. I'm an amethyst fan too. I love amber and I love amethyst. Amethyst is my birthstone. So February birthstone. So yeah. Okay. I'm feeling all the name. I'm feeling serenity. I'm feeling flow, and clarity was good one. So
yeah, and I like One Love. See, so
One Love, yes.
Yeah.
One Love.
Yeah, because it's a stone of love, so that makes it really nice. I like
And it kind of fits in with your story that you just told as well about Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Okay. We're just trying to name these pieces, so we're grateful that you're putting up some names, and so Lavalais can have some choices and think about whether he wants to continue naming his pieces. It takes a little bit of thought, right?
Yeah, well, the only thing the only thing with naming everything was that I have so many different pieces. I mean, if I make one earring that's this size in one particular thing, I also make that same earring in about six or eight other different
Yeah.
designs. So, if you name every one, it's like, whoa, but you just, and then you go to one that's a little bit bigger than that, or, you got a circle. So, and when it comes to bracelets and necklaces and stuff that I make with the bamboo, it's like almost impossible for me to just really give it a name. But these pieces I think are very special. So I think that they can carry their own, weight. And that's why they're going to need a name because I'm going to use other stones also. I'm not just going to limit myself to the crystals, you know.
Yeah, it's easier naming the one of a kind pieces or the particular design, and then I can switch out the stones, that sort of thing. But this is the design, and that's the name of
Yeah. All right.
it. We're seeing people
Shine
talk
bright.
about their February birthdays. Hey, Robin.
Yeah.
Yes, February's a good month. Pisces. Oh, and Aquarius also in February. It's kind of a split month. It really is between those two signs.
But the amethyst is that lavender color, right?
Yes, for sure, for sure. Well,
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed some of Lavalais' pieces. I really enjoyed that little video that you showed on how to thread your hair with the beads. That was quite ingenious, actually.
I had learning things is really, I love that part about it. But I was making the bracelet, which was my, I call it a panel bracelet, and it has like little bone panels and then bamboo. And when I first started making it, it was made out of elastic, and then you pull the elastic together, and that was it. And so to me that was the finished part about it. But I didn't understand until I was doing a show one day at, one of those shows, and the lady said, well, this piece isn't finished. And I said, what do you mean? She said, well, look, I can see I can see your elastic. I said, oh, okay. I didn't know it was like unfinished because she could see the elastic. So I said, okay. So I had to figure out a way in which to hide the elastic. And so doing that allowed, when I used that little tool to pull that elastic into my little bamboo hole, I was able to pull it in there and hide it away. So it was like,
Uh-huh.
oh, okay. But then I
Okay.
can use this for other things too.
You know what? Sometimes, it's interesting. You're out doing shows and customers will say something, and first of all, you feel like you've completed a design, and they'll say something, and you're like, oh, just why would you say that? And then you think about it, like, okay, let me go home and adjust that design. Yeah, so it fits a little better, or it looks more finished, or so. I would say any comments that I receive, well, not any, 90% of comments that I might receive out of the show, I'm like, I'll take them all. So it's okay. It's okay if you don't like it.
Yeah, hey, that's what I always say too. I like I said, I was trained as a photographer, and if you are trained as a photographer, you have to learn how to take some things that ain't gonna be not gonna be too nice,
Yeah,
said to you because like you think it's good, but it's not, you know.
right,
So if you can't take criticism, you're in trouble.
right. But I must admit, when you do start off as an artist, you just you fall in love with everything that you do, and you do get a bit sensitive just in the beginning. But over time, it eases. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, because you think, hey, look, I'm doing this great thing. So, but everything has already been done before. I don't know if like I said, I don't know if you've tried that new thing with Google with the pictures,
No,
with
that
the,
sounds really interesting. Google Pictures, so you can photograph anything and it will pull up anything that is similar to that. So I could take a picture of one of my hats and it will come up. Okay.
yeah,
So,
and a whole bunch of other hats will come up, and probably one of your hats will come up.
well, that would be a good thing. And
Yeah,
since, if you stay like really unique in what you do, then really and truly only your work should come up.
yeah. I did a search on the Janami. I took a photograph of one of my Janamis, and so I did a picture search on the Janami, so it showed me a whole bunch of you know, uh, other people's janames and how much they were, and so forth and so on, different shapes, different kinds, and along the way, it showed me one of mine.
Okay.
It's
So
like,
that feels
oh,
good.
okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try that out.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it is really interesting. I mean, you could use it to search barcodes. You could use it to translate a language. So it's really a very useful tool. So if you're not aware of it and you're not familiar with it, then I urge you to just take a look at it, because it's really an interesting tool. You can do a lot of things with that.
New to me.
All
We do
right.
have a comment from Robin. Do you have any rings in lavender? I
Ah,
guess
rings
amethyst.
in amethyst. Huh. I don't have amethyst, but I do have purple rings, and this is two stones that I have in purple, and one is called sugilite, which is very very rare, and then the other one is charite. So you have sugilite and charite that are very purple stones. Uh, that amethyst would be a crystal, and I don't work too much with crystals. I can turn you on to somebody who does if you need something. I'm not, just not me. So, uh, but I do work in those two stones, which are purple. Okay.
Okay, so then real quick, can you tell us what's the difference between a crystal and a stone?
Stones are way more dense. So, you can't really see through them. There's no light that goes through the stones. And crystals, you can actually you get light transmits through all the crystals.
So quartz, amethyst, amber are considered
Yeah,
crystals,
minerals. Yes, a crystal.
minerals.
Yeah, it's a mineral. So that's why it has
Right,
those healing properties to it because it's
right.
really, yeah, it's a
Okay,
mineral. You know,
okay. Okay, so then carnelian is a
it's a little harder stone. It's a
the
stone like
stone.
diamond. Yeah, diamond is a stone. It's really hard.
Uh-huh.
The
Okay,
moss. Yeah.
okay. Interesting. Okay, we have a question. Sharon Ella, I wanted to order a hat, but you don't have my size and I was afraid to order. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I got you. If it's a which hat? Sharon, I'm sure you emailed me and I emailed you back. But anyway, we could talk about it now. But send me an email, lipshats@gmail.com. But if you need it bigger or smaller, yeah, I can do it for you. Not a problem. Okay.
Yeah, it's handed. She made it, so she can make another one, or she'll
Right.
give it a better shot.
Okay. So Mel is continuing on with the conversation that amber is a resin from a tree. Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. But it crystallizes. It's in the ground. So it's under pressure, and a lot of things happen to it. It was a resin, and now it's morphed into something else.
Mm. So it's
So
considered a crystal.
yeah, it's really considered a crystal or mineral.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. I've learned something new tonight. Crystals and stones. I didn't really comprehend that there was a difference. And I just the first time I heard, no, you definitely differentiate that there's two different things, a crystal and a stone. Like, okay.
Yeah, there's a little bit of difference there.
Okay.
Most of the things we find, we find down at the river or we dig up out of a mine or something like that.
Okay.
Rocks.
So before we go, let's throw up those pieces again that need names. I think it's slide number
14, 15. Yeah.
Yeah, 14, 15, and 16. Yeah, guys, we need names. Lavalais would like a name. If you've got any thoughts, whatever pops into your head. And yeah. Yeah, I like the name One Love. Which one was the One Love?
Yeah, that would be the I guess the rose quartz there.
The rose quartz, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so
And
Sharon says
crystal
cool
quartz was clarity, which was really nice. That was super good.
Okay.
I think that works for that.
And then we just need a name for the amethyst.
Yeah, the amethyst and the amber.
Oh, and the amber. I didn't see the amber again.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's number 17.
17.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
We need a name for the amber. Okay. Robin says purple mist.
Like that.
That would be for the, or it could be purple haze. And
yeah, I like purple haze. Since you want to do that.
Haze.
Yeah. We'll do the purple haze. I think we'll call that one purple haze. That sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got purple haze. We got One Love and clarity.
Okay, and then
Right.
this is the last one to name.
Because they call them rocks.
Okay. Okay, so Fran says pinnacle or royalty. Okay. I like those names for the other ones. Maybe not the amber.
Yeah.
Or maybe you see. I'm thinking amber is very royal.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Oh, Fran says for the purple one. Okay. So you got a few names there, something to pick, right, Lavalais?
Yeah, something to work on. I like. I mean, it's a great start. Like I said, I plan on producing some more of these. There's just I have a whole bunch of stones that I got to explore for them and their meaning and how to fix them with the bamboo. Like I said, putting those two things together is just not an easy thing. So it requires either you screw them together or you attach them together with a rivet in some kind of way. So it always has to be, figured out. So
always a nice challenge for you to work out. You've got another name there from Sharon, Purple Passion. People coming up with names now. Yeah, I think the purple one's probably the easiest one to name because, names come to mind.
Yeah, especially Purple Haze.
Yeah, you like that. Okay. Okay, well, we're almost coming to the end of our Friday show.
Yeah, we're getting ready now. Like I said, next week we will have Robbie Artware from Chicago will be joining us.
Yeah.
All right.
So make sure you check in next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be here. And if you don't know about Robbie, he has some beautiful leather bags and he works with a bit of denim as well. So interested to see what he's going to show us next week.
Yeah, so look, and thank you very much, Facebook user. I guess that must be Pamela. That's probably who that is, who was wondering how I was going to put those two things together. Yeah, it's okay. Hey, you got somebody ordering tonight.
All right, Sharon. No
We
problem.
appreciate that, and don't forget that Lips hats. You know,
Yes.
you get that's
Yeah.
Lips hats. So throw up Ella's information, and Bamboozle is mine. So you go to our websites or Black Artist Marketplace. You can also
Yes.
find our
Which,
yeah.
which I must say does need to be updated. So we will be getting to it. I know there's some pieces on there that have been there for a while, but we will be updating real soon.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys always.
Yeah. Now we've come to the end of our show.
We sure have. Have a great weekend wherever you are. It's beautiful weather. I think the clocks go back on Sunday, so get ready for that. And get ready for next weekend is Wakanda weekend. So I
Oh
think
man.
it opens next Friday, 11/11/22. And there's a lot going on. I'm doing a pop-up as well. So, but yeah, it's all about Wakanda. So make sure you get ready for that. We'll be talking about it during the show.
And hey, you got a whole lot going on in Philly right now. Y'all just on fire in Philadelphia. I mean, it must be great to walk in the streets now. You know, everything's happening. Baseball, football.
I'm telling you.
You know,
telling you, we are on
the
fire.
election. I mean,
I
y'all
know the Phillies, the Eagles. We've got the Pennsylvania election, so there's a lot happening for us. It is quite in the evenings when the Eagles win or when the Phillies win. Yeah, the streets are alive and electric. People are just very happy and out having fun.
Yeah, we have the same vibe in New Orleans. I mean, when the Saints do win, it's like the city becomes pretty electric. So it's a good thing about having one of those franchises in your city. It's an emotional uplifting when the team wins.
Very much so. Very much so. You hear all the yells and all the car horns all around the city. Okay. Okay. Fern is going to see double feature Black Panther and Wakanda. Okay. Black Panther's coming out too? Oh, wow. Next week? It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and good evening, and have a great night to you all.
Yeah. See you next week.
Yeah. Good night.
Don't forget our big show coming up November 24th, 25th, Black Friday. All right.